from the Huntington Bank Studio, this is Colts 360.
First one of the year, roadkill! Last game, preseason, and we out. Who they? We they.
Got the dub. Good to be back in Cincy. Love all the Cincy fans. Appreciate the support.
I should do it.
One more say, roadkill!
I know what's going on. Let's go. Let's go.
Colts dub. 81st.
Another dub.
Dad.
Hey. See y'all week 1.
Yeah, man.
Colts back in the building after wrapping up the preseason with a win in Cincinnati. Coach Steichen is back in studio. That means Colts 360 is back and with you every single weekend throughout the 2024 season. Coach, you've had a chance now to look through all of the joint practices, the 2 with Arizona, 1 with Cincinnati, all of the preseason games as well. How much development, where did you see the most growth within your team over that period of time?
I think just coming together. Training camp's a time where you harden as a football team, and just the relationships that are built, through those dog days of camp. You go 2.5 weeks, but to break them up with the joint practices, Arizona and Cincinnati, and, even last week, with Cincinnati, you get, about a week together away from the building, have those bonding times, dinners, guys going out to dinner, team dinner stuff. I mean, that stuff's invaluable for us going into the season. But I saw great growth with the relationships because I think that stuff's really going to pay dividends in the season.
One thing you pointed out, too, coming off of Cincinnati, it's interesting that, again, having that Thursday night game, it's about 17 days between the preseason third game and your regular season opener. How do you best utilize this week that you've had? Because, of course, you switch next week and it's all on game planning week, so this time.
Yeah, it is unique. We've had, 2 Thursday night preseason games back to back, and obviously, cut days on a Tuesday, 5 days after that, but you still got to get work done. And you're 17 days away, but keeping that mindset. You don't want to get too high right off the bat because you still got some time, but really getting good work in with the meetings with these guys this week. We got 2 practices coming up, Wednesday, Thursday this week, that we got to get some good work in, and then they'll have the weekend, and we'll come back and be ready to roll for Houston.
One thing that we have come to know about Anthony is that he is always composed and always confident within himself, within this offense. But how did you see maybe his confidence within his arm strength and his accuracy really come to form over the course of camp, just building off of the injury?
Yeah, I think it was a testament to him and obviously the trainers and everyone that's worked with him to get him back full speed, 100%. It really is. I mean, just the process, the rehab process, you go through a tough injury, your rookie year. Guys go through injuries, right? It just happened to be his first year, and going through that time obviously was tough, but he battled it and he did it the right way. To be in OTAs after that was pretty impressive. And then getting him back, training camp, I love the guy to death and just excited he's on our football team.
We are all excited to see him out there. Certainly week 1, huge game at home. And another guy people are excited about, the first-round pick, Laiatu Latu. Anytime you have a guy that's drafted that high, there's a level of expectation for him to be an immediate contributor. What have you seen from Latu that indicates he is going to be an immediate difference maker up front? And, hey, You're going to need him week 1, right?
Oh, yeah. Ultimate pro. He came in day 1. Pro ready, just the way he carries himself. You kind of see that. Some of these young players, it takes some time, but the way he attacked it, came in early in the morning, getting treatment, cold tub, hot tub, staying extra, watching film, and then a credit to our D-line, taking him in with open arms. And we got some veteran presence in there, and just to take him in like they have, and just his relentless motor that he's got. I mean, couldn't be more thankful that he was there at 15 for us to get him.
How are we feeling about the new kickoff rule? We finally got a few opportunities to see it in game, but it's interesting because you're not revealing too much, but you also have to learn enough about how it's going to be officiated, how people are scheming up for it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I think we'll get a good sense of it after week 4, maybe. You know, I think there's a lot of unknown that's going to happen week 1. And it could change a game week 1, week 2, and you got to just see what teams are doing. The returns, how they're kicking it, there's going to be a whole different deal. And like you said, everyone's kind of kept it pretty simple through the preseason. So we'll see. I mean, that's what I'll say. We'll see, but we got to be great at it. I mean, at the end of the day, we got to be great at it and make it go because it's here right now.
I talked to Jonathan Taylor a few weeks ago about how much the continuity is beneficial for this team in terms of the roster, in terms of coaching staff, all of that familiarity, and how much of an advantage that is. He said, it's on us, though, to make it an advantage. We have to capitalize on that. How have you seen the guys prepare themselves to do exactly that?
I think it is. The advantage is real just because of the continuity. You know, I've been a part of teams where you go into an off season, into OTAs, and all of a sudden you got 15, 16 new faces, you know, and it's like, oh, shoot, all right, well, every year's a new year and you got to start over. And I think we're just rebuilding. We're building on what we did last year. And so, like, when you go into OTAs, it's like, oh, how many new faces? We got 1 or 2. Shoot, we got our guys back. We got our guys back, and we were this close last year to winning the South. So I think that's going to be a huge advantage. But the communication piece going into it is going to be big. You know, there's little nuances throughout the game, in a season, through seasons. And when you have that continuity and you're on the same page, I mean, you can get to a point where it's body language, like, hey, we're on the same page, yep. You don't need to say, hey, are you good on this? It's like, hey, yeah, I'm with you. We've been doing this for a while together. So having those guys back year 2, I mean, couldn't be more thankful for that.
And on-field communication, an exclusive look at it because we had Coach Steichen mic'd up in camp, so take a listen.
Morning. How are you? Great. Same. Awesome. Oh, yeah.
How's the summer?
It was awesome. Got some good family time in. And
That's the last time, really.
Yeah. Son's getting tall.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter keeps getting some more personality. It's great. What up, baby? Straight? Yeah, we got a good squad. O-line, D-lines are legit. So,
control the line of scrimmage.
hell
You
yeah.
a lot of games.
Yeah.
You got some good receivers, got a good running
Yeah.
back.
No doubt.
Explosive quarterback. You should score some points this year.
That's the plan. Always.
Right?
Always. Let's freaking go, baby. Yay, football. Here we go. On the hop, we're jogging everywhere now. Let's go. We're going fast. Hey, here we go. Let's go. On the ball. Boom, get there. Right, there it is. Boom, nice ball. Win. All right. Yeah, there you go, get it. Oh, honey. I see it now. Come on now, guys, details. There you go, Pitt. That's it, 2-8, that's it. There you go, Juju. Nice play, Buck. There it is. Perfect, Anthony, perfect. Great ball. Listen up. All right, we got a lot of stuff to clean up. When we come out here, it's got to be intentional, right? And I know it's the second day we're out here. We got a long ways to go. But we got to go back in, clean the film up, and we're going to get better from it, right? And then we come back and stack again tomorrow.
Just doing like 4 or 5 workouts a day, man. Like it was amazing. Like it was great to get in that mode before camp started and just grind.
Still ahead, pass rusher Kwity Paye breaks down his rigorous offseason that has him primed for a career season in 2024. That's next on Colts 360.
This season, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is teaming up with the Colts to shine a light on outstanding small businesses. Indy's our hometown, and boosting local business is just one way we want to thank this great city. Go to Colts.com/Anthem Spotlight to nominate your favorite small business today. Anthem and the Colts, helping Hoosier small businesses score. Forte Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, proud orthopedic partner of the Indianapolis Colts. At Forte, fellowship-trained physicians and staff provide comprehensive, specialized sports medicine and orthopedic care to active patients of all ages. To learn more, visit forteortho.com.
Shout out my Dukes. Shout out my dad. Shout out my 3 older brothers, man. Shout out little Icy Poo. Shout out my auntie, my uncle.
I want to give a shout out to my dog, Coach Paye at Tarleton State. He ain't that no more than he was, man. Shout out to my dog, man. He made me switch to defense, and now look at us.
I ain't got no nephews, but shout out my little cousin, shout out my big cousin.
Man, shout out to God, man. Shout out to my mom, man. Shout out to my bros. Shout out to GVO. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to the Colts. Shout out to me. Man, just shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate it, man.
Shout out my grandma, both of them, Grandma Carnita, Big Mama. I love y'all.
Oh yeah, my nephew, Grover Stewart.
I want to shout out to Grover and Taekwon, you know, for believing in me and keeping me here. Also want to shout out to my wife. Who else want to shout out?
Shout out to the whole family.
My dog Mark. It's my D-line trainer. Shout out to him.
Shout out Bucko, man. MM program, you know, monster makers. Only thing, you know what I'm saying? Big Grover right here.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my coach, man, Coach Daniel, man.
You boys kept me here.
Coach White.
Hey, bro, shut up. Get over here. Come on.
Shout out to my whole fam. Shout out to my boys.
Hey, come on, man. Let's go.
Joining us now on Colts 360, defensive lineman Kwity Paye, now going into year 4.
Year 4.
As an Indianapolis Colt, how has your confidence grown over the course of this past year in particular, being that you return so many guys in that room that you've spent your entire career with when you think about Grove, Buck, Taekwon, and the dynamic that you guys have?
Yeah, no, I'm extremely blessed to be in an organization like this. I really value the players and keeping guys around. So, you know, just having that consistency with Buck, Taekwon, Grove, and other vets in the room, just being able to come in, like the chemistry is there, you know, from day one. So, you know, hitting the ground running and going into week 1 is going to be a real treat.
You prepared to hit the ground running with a rigorous off-season training regimen.
Oh, yeah.
What all did that entail?
Oh, man. So let me run you through like a daily schedule.
Yes.
So I would wake up, I'd go into the gym early, do a little bit of extra conditioning. So I'd walk like a mile, run a mile, bike a mile, and then I'll elliptical for a mile. So maybe like 3-4 miles in the morning, and then go through my lift, upper, lower body day at Proactive, and then I'll do some field work with Eddie or with Proactive, and then right after that, I'll have Pilates, and then at night I'll do some hot yoga. And then on Mondays, we'll throw in some boxing in there to get my hands speed up, and you know, just doing like 4 or 5 workouts a day, man. Like it was amazing. Like it was great to get in that mode before camp started, and you know, just grind.
What were the results you saw from all that work?
I mean, I leaned up crazy. Like I was doing the bod pod there, and I lost like 15 pounds, and I was able to gain muscle. That was kind of like a big thing where guys lose weight, they lose muscle, but I was able to gain muscle, so that was a great thing.
When you came in to training camp, you got into a few preseason games and the joint practices. How did you see all of that work paying dividends on the field?
Just feeling great, you know, like going through long series, like going through a 10-play series in practice. I'm like, I feel good, like having that weight off of me. Just feeling lean, feeling explosive, being able to bend the corner better, and you know, just going out there and balling.
One of the guys that you spent time with as well, even before the summertime, before he was a Colt, Laiatu Latu,
Oh, yeah.
Both of you were training with Coach Eddie McGilvra out there in California. What is the advice that you give to him about preparing yourself for a rookie season to be an immediate contributor, like of course you were as a rookie?
For me, you know, coming in as a rookie, just seeing guys like Buck that had a routine. Routine's very big, you know. I didn't realize that my rookie year, and you know, it took me getting injured a couple of times for me to realize like you have to have something that works for you and stick by it. And you know, for me, I was just telling him, just have a routine, like have like a recovery regimen that like you stay by, like you swear by, and everything will work out, because he has all the tools to do anything that he wants to do. It's just staying on the field and making sure you're injury free.
We talked about all of those guys, all the continuity from returning so many guys. Laiatu, of course, a new addition to that. But also Coach Charlie Partridge. You have a new defensive line coach this year. What impact has Coach Pete had on the room?
I think just giving guys confidence to try moves that they never tried before.
Really?
You know, like he's getting Taekwon to spin, and he's getting Taekwon to Euro. You know, Taekwon was against it early on, but you know, it's fun to see him make guys try moves that they never knew that they can do. And now we're working there in practice, and it just makes blocking us even harder. When O-line watch film on us, like, man, like, I have to be aware of like all these moves that these guys have. Like, they're not like one dimensional anymore. So just him instilling that confidence in us and expanding our toolboxes is great.
Tyquan Lewis trying his best Dwight Freeney out there with the spin.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to see?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm betting on it.
How much does that set the bar for you guys? Because, of course, Dwight Freeney's coming in week 1. He's going to be recognized for going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And he's just, obviously regarded as one of the best pass rushers. He set the standard in this building for what it is.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like week 1, having him come in, we're for sure going to set the tone for the season. I feel like our D-line, we try to, set the tone for the team. And, when people see that horseshoe, we want them to think about a Colts D-line. So, having him there is just gonna boost our confidence and, just make us play better.
And when you talk about that matchup at hand, week 1, C.J. Stroud, and he is flush with weapons. What type of challenge does that put for you guys in an exciting way to open up the season at home?
We just got to get to him before he could get to his weapons. So, that's our challenge. That's a challenge we're taking on, Get to him, pressure him, make sure he's uncomfortable in the pocket, making sure he's not, sitting back there and having time to throw.
Hey, can we do a little boxing? That's what we'll do next time up. We'll get back in the studio.
Oh,
I want
for
you
sure.
to teach me a few things, right?
I was telling them to bring a heavy bag in here.
Yeah, let's do it. Just stay tuned, because that's coming. We're bringing that in. Kwity, appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you for having me.
When you came in this morning, you were like, why are people sleeping on the Colts? Are people sleeping on the Colts?
Yeah, you don't think so?
Well, I want to know from your perspective, because you're going national.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm in the trenches here, so I need you to tell me.
My perspective is...
Coming up, we are Up and Adams with FanDuel host and NFL personality, Paye Adams. Why she believes the Colts will put the NFL on notice this season. My convo with Kay, next on Colts 360.
Snickers Rookie Mistake Program is back again this season. Learn how you could win Super Bowl 59 tickets at snickers.com/NFL. Enter now for your kid's chance to be Junior Blue at the next Colts home game. Visit Colts.com/Meyer Junior Blue to enter today. It's time now for the Forum Credit Union Question of the Week. Who holds the Colts record for most sacks in their rookie season? Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney had 13 sacks in 2002. Visit the Forum Credit Union Fan Forum section of Colts.com to interact with other fans online. Forum Credit Union, helping members live their financial dreams.
Welcome back to Colts 360. Of course, training camp, as it always does, attracted plenty of fans to Westfield's Grand Park, but it also attracted plenty of national media attention. And that includes Kay Adams, host of FanDuel's Up and Adams, who stopped by Westfield as part of her 20-team training camp tour. Here is a portion of my conversation with Kay, and she explains why she sees the Colts as a team to watch going into the regular season. In the best audible yet of the preseason, I am joined by Up and Adams host Kay Adams. You were on a whirlwind training camp tour, like 20 stops, and
I'm hugging you.
You had to. I love to see you too. Seriously,
This is amazing.
I know, because this wasn't exactly in the plan, but you were like, I have to make it to Indy.
We wanted it to be part of the plan. It's such a puzzle to put together because there's early morning practices and they get canceled and weather and who knows.
East Coast, West Coast, everywhere.
100%. Indy always part of the plan. Couldn't happen, but now we added Indy in the mix, which we love. We got here yesterday. Like you said, easiest airport alive. Yeah. Unbelievable, love it. Stayed at the Conrad downtown. Thanks to them for taking such good care of us last notice. And here we are.
Well, when you came in this morning, you were like, why are people sleeping on the Colts? Are people sleeping on the Colts?
Yeah, you don't think so?
Well, I want to know from your perspective, because you're going national.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm in the trenches here, so I need you to tell me.
My perspective is that any injury makes everyone forget. Joe Burrow has talked about this a lot, right? He was injured. He feels forgotten. He's going to be shot out of a cannon. I have that same energy about the Colts. I do think we've never seen what Anthony Richardson is. We don't know. We look at him in college. I don't know what a celebration's going to be. I don't know.
The spike.
I don't know.
Epic spike.
Yes, but is he bringing it to the NFL?
He did it a little bit last year when we were able to see it.
Well, let's keep it going.
Keep it going.
So those sort of questions, it seems like a bit of a mystery is the vibe, but I don't have a mystery. I have a coach who coached and schemed and called plays and engineered a 9-win playoff contending team where your star quarterback and your 1,800-yard rusher, Jonathan Taylor, played 2 measly snaps together. So to me, this is a team that should not be slept on. It is the biggest falsity going around in the NFL right now. And I just can't wait for week 1 against the Texans. Let's go.
It's huge. I mean, right out of the gates. You're in the division, the team that bounced you from the playoffs last year.
Do we like that, though?
I love it. It forces you to be ready, right? It's just
Does any NFL team know what they are week 1? I would have a little bit rather it be. I think it'll be very emotional. You have players who, between even just Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson, they are so probably hungry to get out there.
No question.
And then to put it into, Anthony and CJ. I think for me as a fan, as a viewer, I love it. It'll be interesting to see at the end of the game, will I have learned anything about the two teams, or in 6 weeks they could be completely different?
I think you'll learn something by halftime. I mean, I think it'll be clearly indicated just with the way this is all going to have to shake out. And we've talked a lot about the continuity that there is on this roster. I mean, all of the guys who you spoke with on your visit here, guys who have been here, were at least here last season. Shane Steichen, a second year with him, and there is a vibe around this team right now that feels a little bit lighter. It seems like that this is the most fun that this group has had in a really long time. What was the vibe you got in talking with Shane and the various guys that you got to talk to out here about how they're feeling at this point in camp?
Humility, I would say, is a leading thing. Fun for sure. Defoe rolled up on a scooter.
Yeah.
On his off day. Yes, the fat scoots.
Whole D-line has them.
Yeah, playing awesome music here on an off day. Shane Steichen said that he let them sleep in a little bit more this morning. He's got big decisions he has to make about playing time and snaps and all that, and things he needs to learn in the preseason. But I've really got a sense of humbleness and enjoying being sort of the quiet before the storm. I do think week 1 is going to be a crazy matchup. I think this is an absolute playoff team. I'd put my stamp on that right now, the way it is. But I think some of that consistency is really going to help. But the truth is, it might not be a numbers game, but percentage of what it matters to not have your quarterback out there and your star rusher. That's going to be hugely different, and they're going to need some preseason reps to figure that out.
That's a wrap for the first Colts 360 of a new season. And the next time we are back here in studio, we're going to be getting ready for game week at Lucas Oil Stadium as the Colts prepare to host the Houston Texans. Thanks for spending part of your holiday weekend here with us. Enjoy your Labor Day. Look forward to seeing you right back here next weekend on Colts 360.